So we got Christmas coming up this week, and I just want to be of an encouragement to those of you who may have a desire to give in your hearts but can't afford to give. And to those of you who may have a desire to be in a certain place with your family and your friends but you can't afford to get there. And I want y'all to know that it's okay. It is okay. Don't beat yourself up. Like, don't allow the enemy to discourage you. Don't allow him to make you feel discouraged. Don't allow him to make you feel depressed because you just don't have it. We don't always have it to give. That's life. That is life, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it happens to the best of us. Trust me. You don't always have it to give, and you cannot stress what you cannot control. It's not going to, if it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. So why stress about it? Because things are still going to pan out the same way. Sometimes you just can't have, you can only do what you can do. And at the end of the day, the people who really love you are still going to love you regardless. Your kids, if you can't put everything under that tree that your kids want, your kids are still going to love you. You still going to be their parents. If you can't put a single gift under that tree for your kids are still going to love you. And one day they are going to appreciate even that because it's going to be a valuable lesson to them that life is not always about somebody giving you something. That's not what Christmas is about, you know? Don't get caught up in the things on the shelves and the racks. That's the hype. That's the hype. Be thankful that you are alive. Be thankful that someone died for you to be able to experience this life and to have kids and to have family and to have friends. Lord, I thank you. You know what I'm gonna wake up saying on Christmas Day? The same thing that I woke up saying this morning. Lord, I thank you for my health and strength. Lord, I thank you for a sound mind. Lord, I thank you for a roof over my head. Lord, I thank you for clothes on my back. Lord, I thank you for hot water. Lord, I thank you for shielding and protecting me from the enemy. Thank you, Jesus. Lord, I thank you for covering me and saving my soul. Like, these are things you thank Him. You got so much to be thankful for. I can get on my knees right now and be on my knees for 2 hours, still having things coming up in my spirit to thank Him for, because that's how much He does for us on a daily basis. So I'm saying all of this to say, do not feel defeated because you can't go out and purchase something to give to somebody. Do not feel defeated because you cannot afford to travel somewhere this year. Like, you still have life. You still have opportunity to give what matters, yourself. You can't gift wrap yourself. You can't put yourself in a box, but you can give yourself. You can give love from your heart, without giving something tangible. Give the best of you. Give God your best. Give your family members your smile, your presence. Just love. It don't matter if you show up with zero gifts in your hand. You still gonna laugh it up with your family because that's your family. Your kids, you still gonna be able to enjoy your kids because those are your kids. You know, every they will understand. Your family is gonna understand, and your friends better understand, or they're not your friends anyway. You can't always do it. You know, it'll get better. You will have years where you can give more. You'll have years where you'll give beyond what you thought you could give. It works like that. Life works like that. I'm telling you, I didn't always have it. My parents couldn't always afford to get me everything every Christmas, but they were still my parents. They still put clothes on my back every day. They still make sure I ate every night. They still gave me a roof over my head. Lord, I thank you. I thank you, Jesus. We alive, y'all. Like, don't allow yourself to be down. And if by chance you go through this grieving on the holidays because you've lost someone who isn't here to experience it with you, the Lord wants you to stop grieving over that. Stop. Stop grieving over that. And I know it's easier said than done, but believe me, I feel you. I feel you because I've lost people who were very special to me, who were very dear to my heart. that are no longer here that I wish they could see me and I wish I could see them, but it's not that way. God don't make no mistakes. I lost a big brother on Christmas Day. Christmas Day, y'all. Like I traveled back home, and he was the main person. Like I wanted to see my family, but T Bone, y'all, some of y'all, cause y'all, I grew up with a lot of y'all. T Bone was the one that I wanted to see, cause I hadn't seen him. Like man, I missed him. That was my man. Like I had to see T Bone. And I ran. I remember I ran from my aunt's house across the grass because we lived in the project, so the buildings is right next to each other. I ran to 11 Fisher, ran up the steps, boom, 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 beating on the door because the projects got like they feel like steel doors, like hard as man. But I'm beating on the door because he ain't answering, so I'm banging harder, boom, 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 boom. And we always had to have it when nobody answered, but we thought they was home. We turn around and we kick the door. So I'm kicking the door, and he not coming to the door. So I'm like, man, either he knocked out, cause I know I know how he is. He'll get drunk the night before, and he'll be in a coma, or he just ain't home. So I'm like, all right, I'll catch him next go round, or I'll catch him before we hit the road again. But come to find out a week later that he was in there the whole time, and he had died in his sleep. And man, when I tell you I never cried so hard in my life. Like I have never cried as many tears as I cried that day when my mom came in my room and told me that he was dead. Never. Like got his arm, I got his name tatted on my arm a couple years later. But man, like that thing hurt me to my heart, y'all. Like I'm telling you. But here and now in 2015, like I can talk about it and not be grieved, not be sad. Like I have peace because I know that he's in a place where he has peace. He's resting. The dead know nothing, y'all. The dead don't know nothing. That's the word. The dead don't know a thing. They are asleep. He is asleep. He don't know fear. He don't know doubt. He don't know worry. He don't know stress. He don't know these things, these evils and all of these things that we still have to encounter. They don't know none of that. He resting. He resting. And I'm gonna let him rest. But while I'm here, I'm just gonna give the best of myself to the people who are still alive because life is but a vapor. We learned that's one thing we learned from the folks who are no longer here, that you can be here today and gone tomorrow. So listen, while you are here, I need to love you as best as I can. I need to enjoy I need to enjoy you while you're here. I need to honor you while you are here. That's all you can do. And think on the good things. Reminisce about them folks who are not here. But think on the good things, the things that'll put a smile on your face and joy in your heart. Like, man, they was crazy. You know, they was crazy. Life goes on, man. But don't allow the enemy to steal your joy. Do not allow the enemy to steal your peace. Do not allow the enemy to take from you everything that God is trying to give you on a daily basis, not just Christmas, but every day. Start right now. Start right now. Like as soon as you stop watching, or even as you watching this video, get it in your mind and in your heart and in your spirit that you are a blessed individual. You know, receive gratitude in your heart towards the Lord where you can thank him. When he says be faithful over a few things and I'll make you ruler over many, he's saying show me that you'll thank me when you don't have nothing, when you have very little. Show me that you'll be faithful over that very little. It's not about you getting $1,000 Christmas bonus or you having $20,000 in the bank to go spend on gifts for everybody so that you can get on social media and show the world how blessed you are. And that's not the definition of blessed, y'all. I don't care. The Lord, he said, now let me see how you act when you got two nickels to rub together in your pocket. Let me see how you gonna act when you can't get your kids all them things that's on their list. Let me see how you gonna act when you don't have the means to fly to California or this place or that place. Let me see how. Are you still gonna thank me? You know, are you still gonna give me the same type of glory? You still gonna wake up with joy in your heart because I woke you up? Because when I see that, I see my daughter or my son who are gonna give me the glory in any circumstance. And guess what? I can bless you. I can bless you any day of the week because I know that you're gonna give me the glory. That's what he looking for. Somebody who is always gonna be thankful and give him the glory. When he sees that, he will always be willing to bless you. You create an environment for him to bless you when you stay thankful. You create that environment in your heart and in your spirit. Create that environment. Start right now. Start tonight because you might mess around, create that environment, and he might just drop something in your lap where between now and Christmas you have the money that you didn't expect to have or the means that you didn't expect to have, and you can go out and get your kids something that you thought you weren't going to be able to get them, or you can go out and get that plane ticket or that bus ticket or whatever it may be to get where you wanted to be. And if by chance you just can't do it, maybe it's God's will that it wasn't meant for you to do it this year. But ladies and gentlemen, do not feel discouraged. Do not feel defeated. Do not allow yourself to be depressed over no gifts, over no money, over no family gatherings. It's out of your control. Pray for peace, peace of mind, peace in your spirit. Pray for joy and fight to keep these things. Fight. I mean that, because you're a soul. You are alive. You know, you here. You are here to experience life. You got a lot to be thankful for. And it's all right, it's all right. I don't care who say what about what you can't do. So what? So what? It's a whole lot of people out here who really can't afford to do things, but they doing it anyway, trying just to look like something. Don't covet that. Don't envy that. You just be thankful for what you can do. Give the best of yourself. Enjoy this holiday season with your family, with your friends, with whoever it is that you're spending it with. And be blessed. You got me? I love y'all.